One woman is dead, another in the hospital tonight after the single-engine plane they were in went down in a busy commercial area in Kearney Mesa.
The plane apparently lost power while trying to land at Montgomery Field. San Diego 6's John Carroll live where the plane went down with what witnesses saw. John.
And Netta and Jim, as you can see, we changed locations, give you a different angle on this. That single-engine Mooney M20 is still sitting right where it went down this afternoon at about 5:30 in a parking area between a Costco and a Target store. This video from Sky 6 shows the area where the plane went down and its proximity to Montgomery Field. Apparently, the plane had just aborted a landing at Montgomery, was trying to gain altitude, but instead it apparently lost power. It hit the roof of the Target store and took out this light pole before coming to rest in a driveway between the Costco and Target stores. The engine area sheared off, a piece of the landing gear sitting nearby.
All of a sudden I just see this plane coming in low and it hit the light right over there at the end of the parking lot, and it flipped around, and it just, as soon as it hit the ground, it just turned ablaze.
Cesar Alvarez was sitting in his car waiting for his girlfriend to get off work. He called 911 and rushed over to help workers from Costco rescue the two women in the plane.
It looked like they had gotten the first lady out pretty quickly, but the other one was, I think her leg was broken and she was stuck. And it took us a little bit of work to get her out.
Two people suffered minor burns trying to get the women out of the plane.
I saw her going up and it went down. And she hit the parking lights.
Adi Mendaros had just finished his shift at AT&T across the street. He rushed over to help as well. Mendaros is an electrician and he knew that light pole could be dangerous.
Trying to remove the electric lights from the source because I know that one might electrocute somebody, so I disconnect the power.
The small fire that broke out was put out by people who brought fire extinguishers to the scene and by firefighters. Sadly, as we now know, the 80-year-old passenger died, but San Diego police say given where the plane went down, it could have been much worse.
We were very fortunate, where it crashed here. It's right between both stores, which you're right, both the stores are very busy.
Now, the medical examiner has not yet released the name of that passenger, that woman believed to be in her 80s who died. The pilot believed to be in her mid-50s. The FAA is heading up this investigation. And in our last half hour, I promised you a live interview with someone who saw this crash. And I'm joined now by that witness. It's someone who I work with a lot, and that is San Diego 6 photojournalist Chris Short, and here he comes out from behind the camera, a rare event. Hello there. You were driving back to the station from another story, southbound, right on the 163, and what did you see?
As I was driving southbound on the 163, I just happened to see a plane just come right across my windshield and heading westbound, and it sort of leveled off, and I saw it go down, and then a thick plume of smoke rose up, and I knew that it had gone down at that point.
And of course there was no going back to the station at that point. You headed right over here.
Right. You know what, I'm always on the lookout for news, and just knowing how many aircraft take off from Montgomery Field and knowing that as they cross the 163, normally they're up at a few hundred feet. This aircraft was a lot lower than that, so I knew kind of in my heart that something was happening and something was kind of amiss at that point. So I sort of I'm always kind of on the lookout, and so that's why I kind of had my ears pricked.
And when you got here, what did it look like, very briefly?
Well, when I got here, the medics were already tending to the ladies on the side. The Costco employees had already put the fire out. I got to really hand it to them, they were really on it. They had put the fire out very quickly with fire extinguishers, and fire personnel and police were starting to secure the scene.
Thanks, Chris. Great job today. That's why we like having you on our staff. And the firefighters really were amazing. They got right over here, and the police lieutenant you were hearing there in the story was saying, it's so amazing. Given how busy this area is, this could have been a lot worse. Live tonight in Kearney Mesa, John Carroll, San Diego 6 News. All right.